Hello, I'm Yutaka Watanabe, a tax accountant. Welcome to Tax Accountant Nabe Solves Your Money Problems. Today, I'd like to talk about what is international double taxation. It may sound a little difficult, but international double taxation is an extremely important topic in today's global age, and I'd like to explain it in a very easy to understand way. I'd avoid complicated terminology and use familiar examples as much as possible. So, please stay with me until the end. Let me start our question. How would you feel if the money you earned overseas were taxed by two different countries? Just thinking about it feels a bit shocking, doesn't it? In fact, this is not someone else's problem. It can affect many people. First, let's look at what kind of trap double taxation can be. Suppose you work very hard overseas and earn income there. Then imagine both the countries where you worked and your home country say please pay taxes. Being taxed twice on the same income doesn't sound fair at all. Yet this seemingly unreasonable situation has an official name. International double taxation. Let's look a little deeper. By definition, international double taxation means a situation where the same income or assets are taxed by multiple countries under their own domestic laws. Exactly like the example we just discussed. Why does it happen? Country A. The country where you earn the income says you earn money within our borders, so we have the right to tax it. Meanwhile, country B, your country of residence, says you are our resident, so we have the right to tax your worldwide income. And from each country's perspective, both claims are valid. The problem is that these two legitimate claims can overlap on the same income, but the good news is this can be resolved through proper systems. There are international rules designed precisely for this purpose. Now we move from the problem to the solution. There are two heroes fighting double taxation: tax treaties and foreign tax credits. Let's look at each. First, tax treaties. Think of them as agreements or rulebook between countries. They determine in advance which country has taxing rights over certain types of income. For example, this type of income is taxed by country A. That type of income is taxed by country B. By clearly allocating taxing rights, they prevent both countries from taxing the same income. Second, foreign tax credit. This is easier than it sounds. Think of it as a tax discount in your home country. If you already paid tax abroad, you may be able to deduct that amount from taxes owned in your residence country. That way, you avoid effectively paying twice. Very clever system, isn't it? Let's organize the story. The problem was income taxed in country A, then taxed again in country B. double taxation. But when tax treaties or foreign tax credit act as shields, taxation becomes fair. A remarkably elegant mechanism. Some of you may think, I'm not earning income abroad, so this doesn't concern me. But wait, this matters to all of us in the future. Why? Because these systems are indispensable in a globalized world. Think about people who work remotely for overseas companies or invest in foreign stocks. They can operate without worrying excessively about double taxation precisely because these systems exist. In a sense, they are lubricants for the global economy. And that leads to the most important point. Today, money work and assets routinely cross borders. In such a world, fairness and predictability must be maintained. These rules provide that foundation. Because of them, we can participate globally with confidence. And finally, let me leave you with a question. Do your assets cross borders? Maybe not today, but perhaps in the future you may accept overseas work or invest abroad, or hold digital assets where borders often mean very little. That era is already arriving, and acknowledge becomes a weapon. The earlier you have it. I hope today's discussion will be useful to you when that time comes. Please keep it in mind. Today, I talked about what is international double taxation, homework or international taxation. Please also visit the Yutaka Watanabe Tax Accountant official website. I'll continue sharing contents on the theme of money, so please subscribe to Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems.